Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere. At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel the high-tech touch.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here as we get set for Game 2 between ICC and Holmes. If you missed the first game, well, you missed a instant classic as ICC rallied to win that one 9-8. Held off a little bit of a rally by Holmes in the top of the 7th to pick that win up, as it'll be Julia Shaw getting the start in the circle here for ICC in Game 2. Awaiting that First American National Bank opening pitch. It's high for a ball. And it comes your way at 4:39. It's a 4:39 First American National Bank opening pitch. So this is Phillips, Jones, and Kennard scheduled up here to start things off here in the top of the first for the Bulldogs. Is that pitch high for a ball? 2-0 now is the count. So Shaw getting the start here in the circle. It'll be Kelly getting the start in the circle for the Bulldogs. Both pitchers enter with 4 wins of the season. Shaw at 4-2. Is that pitch high for a ball? Kelly enters with a 4-5 record. And so you feel like Phillips will probably have the red light here to start this one as he's quickly ahead in the count 3-0. And it will be a leadoff walk to start the contest here by Shaw. And now that'll bring up the DP Jones to the plate. Well, we saw struggles pitching in the starting game as Emily Robinson was pulled after 2 1/3 innings of work. Haley Alberson picked up her first win of the season in that 9-8 instant classic. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes it for a strike. Well, we found out during the game that we're actually on the blue channel, not the red channel, so we apologize for that. Got some new equipment that was set up a little bit different than we're used to in this situation. 0-1 is the count. This one popped up. Alberson giving chase, but it'll get out of play. And 0-2 now will be the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, and a runner over at first here in the top of the first for the Bulldogs. Shaw getting set to deliver the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout after delivering a 4-pitch walk to start the contest. Able to come back and get her to chase one outside the zone there for out number 1. And now the catcher, Kennard, will come to the plate here with 1 out in the inning. Baseball, they pick up a 17-3 win in game 1 at Holmes. Shows bunt, runner goes, throw down is not in time. Just missing on that one on the tag as she just got underneath it. I believe they called it a ball, and it did. 1-0 is the count here to Kennard. Phillips with the steal. She continues to lead the league in that category. That's the 27th steal of her season. Is that pitch high for a ball? 2-0 now is the count. This one popped up, backing out of play. 2-1 now is the count. There'll be no rest for the weary. ICC will turn around and host Gulf Coast right back here tomorrow. 2-1 pitch. Dribbler forward. It's going to be trouble. Third baseman's only got one play. It's over to first, and it's not in time. Or just a little slow roller in no man's land. That'll be a single for Kennard. As Alberson came up wanting to throw, but the ball kind of had a little sideways spin, kind of trailed away from her in that sense. And the Bulldogs, good situation here early. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And now the first baseman, Favre, coming to the plate. Favre getting ready to swing on this one, rips it, and it's going to be out to right field. It's going to be extra bases here for Favre. They're going to ask the runner to score from third. The throw is not going to be on line that time, and that's going to be a 2-run double that just skirted down the line there, and a clutch hit there off the bat by Favre. So a good job by the Bulldogs cashing in on that leadoff walk. And they take a 2-0 lead here with 1 out. And now this will be the number 5 batter, shortstop Knight, coming to the plate. Favre is on second after that double. That pitch paints the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count here tonight. So 0-1 is the count with 1 out and a runner at second here for the Bulldogs. This pitch fouled back. And 0-2 now will be the count. So no balls, 2 strikes. And 1 out here in the inning. We're in the top of the first, game 2 between ICC and Holmes. Bulldogs striking early, much like they did in the first game of the day. That pitch set up on the outside, and that's where she went with it. 1-2 now is the count. So Shaw getting set to deliver the 1-2 pitch. That one skips across. 2-2 now will be the count. Sun setting here in Fulton, making it tough on anybody looking back towards the right side of the field. 2-2 is the count here on Knight, the shortstop. Shaw's pitch. Foul back, and we'll stay at 2-2. ICC improved to 15-5 on the season, 2-1 in conference play. Holmes fell to 11-10, 0-3 inside conference play. So 2-2 still the count here on Knight. Shaw getting set to deliver. That pitch high and outside, and now the count goes 3-2. So 3-2 now is the count here on Knight. She's batting in that 5th spot. 1 out here in the inning. Runner at second for the Bulldogs. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout, the second of the game there for Shaw. Got her to chase one out of the zone that time. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Now with 2 outs in the inning, this will be Bell coming to the plate. That pitch clips the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. No balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Runner at second. Bulldogs have already struck for 2 here in the top of the first. This one ripped hard, right back up the middle, and that's going to score another one. Day Jones is going to relay it in, and that will allow the runner to go to second. So that will be an RBI single advance on the throw. But more important for the Bulldogs, it's 3-0. One of those situations where be a coaching opportunity for Sammy in the future to say, hey, you know, go ahead and give him the run in that situation. We want to rather keep the runner at first and let her get to second in that case. And so now the Bulldogs take a 3-0 lead. That pitch in there for a strike. We'll give you today's, or game 2, I should say, Coca-Cola starting lineups presented by Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works in the exchange of innings. As this one popped back and out of play, 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. India's looking for the exit here, but the Bulldogs trying to see if they can spark a 2-out rally. That ball hops across, and now could have the runner in a rundown here. They throw over to third base, got her. Wait, nope, dropped the ball. So just a tough break there for the Indians. The throw was in time. The slide was able to jar the ball free, and now the runner at third. Well, Holmes does a really good job of creating opportunities for themselves by putting pressure on the defense. 1-2 now is the count. That pitch inside, missing for a ball. 2-2 will be the count now here to Edwards. Edwards, the right fielder here in game 2. We'll dig in with a 2-2 count, and Shaw in the circle here for the Indians. And that pitch just missing low. 3-2 now is the count here to Edwards. So waiting the 3-2 offering here. Swinging and a miss for strike 3. A clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there to get the Indians out of the inning. But the Bulldogs do get 3 runs on the board on 3 hits. And no errors, 1 left stranded. Let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups, and let's start with the Bulldogs. They sent 7 to the plate there in the top of the first inning. It was Phillips leading things off in center field, Jones the DP, Kennard the catcher, Favre over at first base, Knight the shortstop, Bell the third baseman, and Edwards the right fielder all came to bat there in the top of the first. It left Page at second base and Crowley the left fielder. Today's pitcher playing in that flex position is Emmagill Kelly. I like the spelling of Emmagill, E-M-M-A-G-A-I-L. Kelly with an extra E before the Y at the end. She comes in with a record of 4-5 on the year. She started 9 games, has made 10 appearances, has a 5.39 ERA. She has a team-high 24 strikeouts. She has walked 10, given up 52 runs, 39 of those earned. So we're heading to the bottom of the first inning now, and it'll be Thompson, the second baseman, to start us off here. Sarah Kate swings on the first pitch she sees and drives it right past the third baseman, who was playing in there on the infield, anticipating the slap hit. And a nice start to the contest there for ICC. Their bats were very cold to start the contest. Matter of fact, they only had 4 hits going into the 6th inning, and then they had 5 in the 6th inning alone. to spark that rally. And now this is going to be Day Jones coming to the plate. That pitch going to miss low and outside for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Sammy Day Jones. She's playing in center field. And she takes that one for a strike. So it's Thompson at second base, Day Jones the center fielder, Smith the catcher, Tyree the DP, Shaw pitcher, Alberson the third baseman, Gillian in right field, Ware in left field, Beckley is the shortstop, and the flex is the first baseman, Rain Rippey. Check swing, foul ball, 1-2 now is the count here on Day Jones. That is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup for your ICC Indians. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination, and Coach Ernest and Coach Hawk hope they have that same winning combination put together here in Game 2. Ball in the dirt, gets away, runner stopped halfway, and now will advance on. And now ICC with a runner in scoring position. 2-2 is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Indians trailing this one 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Check swing says she did not go. Ball got away, but not far enough to allow the runner to advance. 3-2 now is the count here to Day Jones. And she pops this one up. It's going to get back and out of play, so we'll stay at 3-2. That's one thing the Indians did a much better job of and kind of helped them get back in the game, was being a little bit more patient at the plate instead of being aggressive early in counts, and finally worked some counts in their favor. This is going to be a grounder. Shortstop had it, looks to third, now throws to first. And she's safe. Just that slight hesitation. As I am completely blocked from the view on first base. And if I try to lean out and look down the line, then all I see is sunshine. So look at Upton. Was that a hit she reached on? Okay. I'm say I just couldn't. If I look outside this window, all I see is sunshine. So not that I'm complaining about the sunshine by any stretch of the imagination. It's now Smith will come to the plate. Swings to the first pitch he sees, pops this one up, and it's going to get out of play for strike one. Well, that's going to be one thing the new tennis and softball complex, hopefully by this time next year, we won't have that issue. As 0-1 is the count here to the catcher, Smith. Looks at that pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So runners on the corners here for the Indians. Thompson at third base. Day Jones is at second. 1-1 is the count here to Smith. Runner goes, ball in the dirt, so there'll be no throw. And now the Indians move runners into scoring position here. Nice block up, though, by Kennard. If that one gets through, the runner not only advances, but probably ends up at third since she's in motion, and then we'll get the run to score. As the home plate umpire asking the coach to back up in that situation, and 2-1 now is the count. As this one's going to be reached off, fouled off, and 2-2 now is the count here on Smith. I kind of got to agree with Coach Embry. He's not really in play or in the way, and he's been where he's been all game in the first game. As there's a grounder, it's going to be a foul ball. So we'll stay at 2-2. Never really been a fan of umpires that pay attention to things like that. The game's in front of you. Now, if a coach is over there yelling and causing issues, then yeah, that's when you want to handle it there. As this one popped up, the pitcher will go over and make the play for out number one. So now with one out, this will be the DP, Tyree, coming to the plate. But that's the umpire's job, is to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be and acting how they're supposed to be acting. So with one out, runners at second and third here. This will be Tyree coming to the plate. She's batting in that 4 spot. Swings the first pitch she sees. It's going to get through, and it's going to score at least one, as they do get the out at first. And so that'll be a 4-3 RBI ground out. That scores Thompson from third. And so the Indians do get one on the board here. Now with 2 outs. And this will be Julia Shaw, who came in the pinch hit situation and doubled in part of that 5-run rally in the bottom of the 6th. Now pitching here in game 2. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. Could really help her own cause here with the base hit. And can't hold off on that one. She went 0-2 now is the count. Runner at third. That is Day Jones over there. Good enough speed that if something gets away, could score a run. And wow, what a great job there by Kennard to slide out and keep that one in front of her. That one goes for a ball. 1-2 now is the count. It's going to be one thing we don't see a lot of this year. I haven't so far a lot of this year is scores on pass balls. As this one hit foul out of play, we'll stay at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner at third here for the Indians. They trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the first in game 2. If you're just now joining us, man, you missed a thriller as ICC rallied to win 9-8 in the first game of the day. As that pitch goes high for a ball, 2-2 now is the count. Shaw looks at that one. This falls off the table a bit too soon. Now the count goes full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. ICC trailing 3-1 here in the bottom of the first. Shaw hits one. It's going to get through, and that's going to go for a base hit, and ICC is going to add another run. Clutch 2-out hit there by Shaw. Makes it a 1-run contest. And now this will bring up the third baseman, Haley Alberson, to the plate. Day Jones scores on the play, and Indians come up with a clutch 2-out hit there. Alberson swings at the first pitch she sees, fouls it off for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Home plate umpire having to go retrieve a few softballs after we've had quite a few fouled away here in the first inning by both teams. 0-1 is the count with 2 outs and a runner at first here for the Indians. This one fouled off, and nice job here by Kelly to quickly get ahead in the count. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first. ICC trailing this one 3-2 here in the bottom of the first inning in game 2. That pitch inside. Another nice job by Kennard to block that one up. And so 1-2 now is the count here on Alberson. And she hits this one deep. Center fielder tracking back to the wall and will squeeze it on the warning track for out number 3. But the Indians get 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. Well, if this one's going to shape up like the last game, folks, you don't want to go anywhere, as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to move to the top of the second inning here. 3-2 is the contest. Holmes leading ICC, as it'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up. This will be Page, Crowley, and Phillips coming to the plate this inning. Bulldogs, a really good hitting team. They've got 3 hits so far in the contest, but one of those going for a double. Just going off the top of my head, I want to say that's their 5th extra base hit of the day, maybe even 6th. As Page, the second baseman, takes that first pitch in there for a strike. So that is the 5th. Upton confirming over there. He usually joins me on the broadcast. He's helping out with the PA today. Appreciate Michael stepping up and filling in there for brother Chris as that pitch goes high for a ball. The BSU, they're on their spring break mission trip up to Montana. Starting to see some of those kids posting photos on social media like they had a pretty good and successful trip up there. 1-1 now is the count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 now. The count here on Page. Shaw getting set to deliver the 1-2 count. This one popped up. Trouble. Center fielder's going to have to hurry, but the right fielder comes in and makes the play. Well, didn't know that Dave Jones could get to it that time, but a great job out there in right field. That was Gillian coming in and closing in and making the play for out number 1. So now left fielder Crowley will come to the plate with 1 out in the inning. See the left side of the infield creeping in a little bit, anticipating of the slap hit. That pitch paints the outside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to the left fielder, Crowley. So 0-1 is the count, 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the second. Shows bunt, pops it up, and the play made. Hey, coming over and making the play in foul territory. Well, that's going to be a nominee for next week's What a Play Wednesday. She made a great effort to chase that one down, held on to it as she went into the netting. And so now there's 2 outs in the inning, and this is going to bring Phillips to the plate. Phillips walked, stole the base, and scored a run. And swings on that one, misses. 0-1 is the count. So 0-1 is the count. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Phillips. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the second. And swing and a miss at that one. 1-2 now is the count. Shaw would love to get a 3-up, 3-down inning here, so she can get her bats back to the plate. Bulldogs, they've done it a lot of times today, folks. They've been able to extend innings, especially with 2 out base hits. Awaiting the 1-2 offering here. Pitch on the outside, missing. 2-2 now is the count. To set up a bit too far outside for the umpire's liking, and calls it a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Shaw getting set to deliver. This one pops straight up. Catcher going to go back and will make the play for the out. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Bulldogs there in the top of the second. We'll take a break and be back with Gillian, Ware, and Beckley do up for the Indians. Back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And for my family,
Roll Tide!
Want to make a good living? Come learn a skill at Max Home. Upholstery trainees start at $15.50 an hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the bottom of the second inning. 3-2, Holmes with the lead. ICC sending Gillian, Ware, and Beckley to the dish here in the bottom half of the second. Gillian swings on the first pitch she sees, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Nice job there by Hannah Grace, just being aggressive early. Saw what she liked, swung on it, and got it out there to left field. That is the fourth hit of the contest here for the Indians. And now this is going to bring up Bailey Ware to the plate. Ware was a tough out in the first game. She went 3 for 3 with a trio of singles. Takes a stab at that bunt, misses for strike one. She also scored 3 times in that game. As 0-1 is the count here to the left fielder Ware. Swinging a miss for strike two. Like she kind of just lost sight of that one. And kind of made a half-hearted attempt at it there. So now she finds herself at an 0-2 count. Grounder right back to the pitcher. Finds it. Throws over to first. Thought about going to second. Might have had a chance at it. But instead went for the for sure out. 1-3 on the putout of Ware. And now this will bring the shortstop Beckley to the plate. So there's one out in the inning, a runner at second. And now the home plate umpire is discussing something with both coach, or maybe they're and so they're going to move the runner back to first. So probably what happened there was, might have been contact out of the box with the ball. I don't know. Didn't get a reasoning from the home plate umpire. So that pitch missing outside for a ball. That's an unfortunate thing. Sometimes we get some explanations, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we have to ask for them. And we do appreciate the umpire in the first game talking to us about what he saw, as Beckley does make an attempt at the bunt there. 1-1 now is the count. That pitch missing low and outside. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. And 1 out here in the inning. There is a runner at first for ICC. They trail it 3-2 here in the bottom of the second. Ground ball, shortstop's only 1 play, and it's to first. And it's in time for the putout, 6-3. So 2 away now. And the runner does advance to second this time.
Number 8, Kate Thompson.
And now this will bring up Sarah Kate Thompson to the plate. She singled, stole a base, and scored a run in her first at bat. So she will dig in here, trying to see if she can spark a 2-out rally for the Indians. So that pitch falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-0 is the count here to Thompson. So 1-0 is the count, 2 outs, runner at second. That pitch just missing wide. 2-0 now. The count here on Thompson. So winning the 2-0 pitch here. Thompson rips it, and a carbon copy of her last hit. Gets it out to left field. And she is going to be in a pickle over here trying to get back, and she will to first as she took the wide turn. See if she would draw a throw to allow the run to score. And so now Indians with runners on the corners. Still with 2 outs. And this is going to be Sammy Day Jones, who singled, stole the base, and scored a run in her first at bat, trying to come up with a clutch 2 out here to see if she can tie the contest. Pitch out, the throw down to second is in time. Well, got her on the bases there. The Indians run themselves out of the inning, and the Bulldogs lead it 3-2 as we'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Jones, Kennard, and Favre scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. They lead it 3-2 here in the top of the 3rd. ICC had runners, or the tying run in scoring position, but got caught trying to steal to end the inning. So Sammy Day Jones will be at the plate when we get back in the bottom half of the inning. That pitch missing high and outside for ball. 1-0 is the count. This is Jones, who struck out swinging in her first at bat. She is one of 3 Renaissance Bank strikeout victims so far in the contest for Shaw. That pitch in there for a strike. Evens the count up at 1-1. Got some action in the bullpen for Holmes. Also see the starting pitcher out there talking with one of the assistant coaches. Don't know if she might have just kind of got shooken up as there's a swing and a miss. As one and 2 now is the count. This one popped up, and this will get back and out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. As we said, Kelly kind of talking to one of our assistant coaches over there in the bullpen while it's like near a bail getting loose. So 1-2 is the count. This one hammered deep left field. Left fielder going back to the wall, and it's gone. A solo home run to start the the top of the 3rd here by Jones. As the ballpark not big enough to hold that one. And I tell you what, that was a strong shot there, as no wind whatsoever at the ballpark. And she hammered that one down the left field side, and it's now 4-2 in favor of the Bulldogs.
Now for plate number 5, Leah Kennard.
This will be Kennard coming to the plate now. She singled and eventually came around to score a run back in that 3-run first inning. That pitch finds the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Kennard catching. She's been very active behind the plate today as she's been able to keep a lot of those balls in front of her. And pops this one back and out of play, and it'll be 0-2 now here on Kennard. So we can find an update on baseball. Of course, you can keep up with the scoreboard updates throughout the afternoon on our Twitter account at Let's Go ICC. Lee Adams doing a good job of keeping those updated. And, oh, that pitch over the middle, but just a little bit too low for the umpire's liking. So we'll give you an update after this pitch here. 0-2 pitch coming. Liner, shortstop, easily takes care of business there. Beckley takes care of that one for the first out of the inning.
Now at the plate, number 25, Ira Spark.
And in game 2 in baseball, ICC leads 6-0 after 3 complete. As now this is going to be Favre, who doubled in her last at bat. We'll dig in here with 1 out, nobody on. And that pitch just missing low apparently, as Smith kind of held on to it an extra second, giving the umpire a chance to change his mind. 1-0 is the count. Said Favre double, but also drove in 2 runs. And rips that one, but it pulls it foul, and now things even up at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. ICC will host Gulf Coast tomorrow with game 1 starting at 3 o'clock. That game originally scheduled for Friday, but due to weather moving into the area, they want to make sure that they can get it in, especially with Gulf Coast traveling as far as they have to. 1-1 now is the count here to Favre. And she pulls this one foul. And 1-2 will be the count. Baseball will be at Gulf Coast on Saturday. You can follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. We'll have the links to the live broadcast. And I think they also do live stats down there. Our good buddy Don Hammock taking care of things down there at the coast. This one popped up. And in shallow right field, the second baseman will make the play for out number 2. So after that solo shot, it's been a line out to short and a pop up to second, and now this is going to be Knight coming to the plate. She struck out swinging. She was the second of 3 Renaissance Bank strikeout victims. Swings on the first pitch she sees. Shortstop gloves it, throws it over. In time for the out, 6-3. So a leadoff home run gives the Bulldogs a 4-2 lead. We'll take a break and come back with the 2-3-4 batters due up for the Indians. Back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Number 1, Sammy Day-Jones.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we move now to the bottom of the 3rd inning, ICC will have Day-Jones, Smith, and Tyree scheduled up here. They trail it 4-2 after a solo home run. That pitch missing outside for a ball. It was a solo home run off the bat of Jones, the DP, that started the inning. Bulldogs up in this one 4-2. 1-0 is the count here today. Jones, she was at the plate as there's going to be a slow roller to the shortstop. Charges it up, makes the throw over in time for the out, 6-3. I was going to say she was at the plate when ICC got caught stealing to end the inning. 6-3 on the putout for out number 1.
Now batting number 24, Jesse Smith.
And so this will be Smith coming to the plate. She popped up to the pitcher in her only at bat so far in the contest. 1 out and nobody on here for the Indians. They trail at 4-2 here in the bottom of the third. Swings on the first one and a liner tattooed right at the shortstop, and nice play. We saw the same type of play out of Beckley. Well, a nice play there at shortstop by Knight, and she had to reach across her body to catch that one. Beckley just simply stepped in front of it. As that one, you heard the pop of the glove all the way up here, so you know that one kind of smarts a little bit. And so now Tyree at the plate. Takes that first pitch inside for a ball. Winds start to blow into the ballpark, out from the scoreboard towards home plate. And Tyree holds off on that one, but takes it for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. There is 2 outs in the inning. There's nobody on here for the Indians. They trail game 2, 4-2. There's going to be a dribbler. Shortstop's going to get it. Routine play here. Throw across the way. And the Indians go 3 up, 3 down. As we'll go to the top of the 4th with the Bulldogs leading it 4-2. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we got a little bit of a late break from the huddle over there as ICC trying to get things woke up a little bit as we get head to the top of the 4th inning here. For Holmes, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Bale, Edwards, and Page. 4-2 is your score. And so the Indians getting geared up here as home plate umpire taking a little bit of extra time there and talking to Smith. And so it'll be Bale, who had an RBI double in her first at bat to start us off here. Shaw still in the circle. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. 4-2 is the score. It was 3 in the top of the first. ICC actually with 2 in the home half, and then a solo home run to start the third by Holmes has us there in scoring. As this pitch popped up, Albertson will drift over in foul territory and will make the play for out number 1. Second time that Hey has had a out in foul territory. That one a little less dramatic that time. This will be Edwards coming to the plate now here for the Bulldogs. Swings on that one, fouls it back for strike 1. Trying to find you a Renaissance Bank scoreboard update on baseball. ICC leading Holmes 7-0. That's in the middle of the 4th inning. They're in game 2, so the Indians going for the sweep on the road at Goodman. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes that one for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the 4th. 4-2 Bulldogs with the lead. Shows bunt, lays it down, only 1 play, and it's going to be by Shaw, and it's going to be over in time for the out. 1-4 to retire Bell in that situation. Good job by Shaw defending her position there and able to stay cool, calm, and collected to be able to get the out. And now this will bring Edwards to the plate. Edwards is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout as that pitch drifts a little bit too far outside for the umpire's liking. 1-0 is the count. Okay, so this is Page at the plate. So I missed the first out inning on Bale. Fouled out, that's right. And so this is actually Page to plate. She flew out to right field. She's got a 1-1 count. And that one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here to Page. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on here in the top of the 4th. Indians looking for a 3-up, 3-down inning here. See if they can get the bats fired up. Shaw's 1-2 pitch coming. Swung on but fouled back, and we'll stay at 1-2. Well, if you're just now joining us, you missed an absolute beautiful game in Game 1. ICC, well, if you're an ICC fan, it was a great game. For Bulldog fans, almost a great game as ICC rallied to win 9-8. Had to hold off on a late game rally by the Bulldogs as this pitch fouled back. We'll stay at 1-2. Bulldogs had the game-tying run at 3rd, but it was a strikeout by our Samstown Market star of the game, Haley Albertson, that ended the contest and got her first win of the season. So 1-2 stays the count here on Page. Rips this one, but pulls it foul down the 3rd baseline, and we'll stay at 1-2 once again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. What is the 1-2 offering here from Shaw? Pops it up, it's back and out of play, and a nice job by Page fouling these pitches off to keep the at-bat alive here. 1-2 now is the count. Shaw getting set to deliver the pitch here. 1-2 is the count. This one popped up. The fielder's going to give chase. Will make the play, a step in fair territory for out number 3. So the Bulldogs go 3 up, 3 down. They're in the top of the 4th for ICC. It'll be Shaw, Albertson, and Gillian scheduled up for ICC when we hit the bottom half of the 4th. Back with more right after this.
Age-related macular degeneration is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move now to the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Julia Shaw starting us off here. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. Shaw had an RBI single back in the first inning. Hammers this one, third baseman blocked it up. Going to have to hurry. The throw across the way is in time. Nice job over there at third base by Bell. Took an awkward hop on her. She did a good job of basically playing like a goalie in hockey, keeping it in front of her. Grabbed it off the hop and threw it across for out number 1. So now Alberson, who put a charge into one out to the warning track in center field, will step in with 1 out and nobody on. Swings at the first pitch she sees. Ball drifting back. Nice diving catch out there in center field to rob Alberson of an extra base hit. As a long run and the diving catch. And now 2 quickly out here, and this will bring up Gillian, who singled in her only at bat so far. Boy, for Hey, all you can do is just tip your cap out there to center fielder Phillips while making a great diving catch. This ball flared out to the right side. Right fielder should camp underneath it and make the out. She does. And the Indians go very quickly in the bottom half of the 4th. 3 up, 3 down goes ICC there in the 4th. We'll take a break and come back with the top of the 5th right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 5th inning. It's 4-2. Holmes with the lead here over ICC.
Now batting number 4, Michaela Crowley.
Crowley, then Phillips and Jones scheduled up here for the Bulldogs in the top of the 5th. Shaw still in the circle here for the Indians. First pitch missing low and outside for a ball. Crowley popped up on foul territory on a nice play by Alberson in her first at bat. As this one popped up, it's going to get out of play, even things up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs here as we're starting the top of the 5th inning with Crowley, who is the left fielder, center fielder Phillips, and the DP Jones scheduled up here for the Bulldogs in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Nice location on that one as Crowley just couldn't keep a head on the ball there. So now 1-2 is the count here on Crowley. Shaw's pitch popped hard, and it's going to be towards the gap, and it's going to be over the head of the right fielder. Right fielder was playing in, and that's going to go for a triple. A big-time hit there by Crowley, as she put a pop on that one. Right fielder couldn't get to it, and a leadoff triple. And that was a big hit there. 6th extra base hit of the day for the Bulldogs. 2nd of this game. And now to the top of the lineup here in Phillips. She popped up to the catcher in foul territory in her last at bat. She walked, stole the base, and scored a run back in the first. Shows bunt, makes contact, fouls it off for strike 1. Right now, if you're the Indians, you got trouble. You got a whole lot of speed over there at third base. after the triple to start the inning there by Crowley. Indians want to try to keep this a 2-run contest with the Bulldogs trying to pick up some of those insurance runs. 0-1 is the count here to Phillips. Fouls this one out of play, and now to go 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. There is a runner at third. Holmes trying to earn a split on the afternoon with the Indians. This is going to be a liner. First baseman is going to step on the bag and then just look the runner back to third. Smart play that she waited for a second to make sure the runner was going to break, because there was no place for the batter to go as she had to run down the first baseline. And once she saw the runner head back to third, she quickly scampered over and stepped on the bag for out number 1. So 1 away now, and this will bring up Jones to the plate. She absolutely tattooed one for a solo home run in her last at-bat. Rips this one. Third baseman gets it. And now they're going to throw home and get her out. Heads-up play there over at third by Alberson. Fielder's choice on the play. 5-2 on the putout of Crowley for out number 2, and that's a big out. And so now this will be Kennard coming to the plate. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a single, lined out to Beckley at shortstop in her previous at-bat. Swings on this one, slow roller to third. Alberson has it, throws it over, throws high, but she hangs on to it and gets the out. 5-3. Boy, the Indians get out of a big-time jam there and dodge a major bullet by holding on to that throw to end the inning. 4-2 is your score. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom half of the 5th. ICC looking to get their bats fired up. We'll be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle in the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Holmes leading it 4-2. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up here for ICC. Bailey Ware will start things off here for the Indians. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. Takes that pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. She was 3 for 3 with 3 singles and 3 runs scored in the first game. Swings on that one, right back to the pitcher. Throw over is too tall, but a nice stretch at first to hang on to that one for the putout. You know, that's been the biggest difference in this game so far versus the first game. If you're a Bulldog fan, the Bulldogs have not made the errors they did that allowed ICC to score some runs and eventually come back and win that game. And that was a borderline error there. As a good job over at first base by Favre to hang on to it. Beckley swings on that one, but it's going to go foul for strike 1. Well, Beckley never heard him call it foul, so she kept going just in case it was deflected off the glove of the third baseman, and umpire finally shouted a foul ball, and she came back. 0-1 is the count here to Beckley. Beckley looks at that pitch. It falls off the table a bit too soon. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no outs. or excuse me, 1 out. As this is going to be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count. So 1-2 the count here on Beckley. She's playing shortstop here in game 2 like she did in game 1. Listen to that pitch, missing low. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. ICC starting to run out of outs in this one. The Bulldogs have kept the bats quiet. As pokes one out here, shortstop's going to have a tough play, and it's not going to be in time. Heck of an effort on the part of Knight as that'll go for a base hit for Beckley.
Batting for the Indians, number 8.
And we'll go back to the top of the lineup here, and Sarah Kate Thompson, who is 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles and a run scored. She was caught trying to steal in her last at bat. That was to end the second. Shows bunt, pulls back and takes it for a ball. Well, right now for the Indians, you need somebody on base. You got a lot of speed with Beckley. Let's see if ICC might try to put her in motion to get her into scoring position. Thompson hammers this one. Center fielder's going to jog back and make the play, and not deep enough to advance the runner. And that'll be out number 2. So with 2 away now, this will bring up Sammy Day Jones. She is 1 for 2 on the day with a stolen base and a run scored. She also grounded out 6-3 in her last at bat. Swings the first pitch she sees. Left fielder's going to camp underneath it for the out. And the Indians, though, they get 1 hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll head to the 6th. Holmes still leading at 4-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as is ICC trailing 4-2 here in the top of the 6th inning. Favre, Knight, and Bale scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. ICC, they're in the middle of the 4th, I believe it was. They lead 7-2 in baseball, trying to get the sweep on the road at Holmes. Favre swings on this one, pulls it foul. She had a double on a similar hit last time that drove in a couple of runs. That's really the difference in the game right now. So that goes for a strike. 0-1 is the count. No outs here in the top of the 6th. As this one popped up, Beckley calling everyone off and will shift over and makes the play for out number 1. Well, nice job getting the pop up and the routine out there on the can of corn. 1-0 now, or excuse me, 1 out now. And this will be Knight coming to the plate. Knight 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Shaw getting set to deliver. This pitch out on the outer edge of the plate. That one had a funky English on it, but a nice job over there by Skate to take care of that one. 1 pitch Now 2 outs in the inning. And now this will be Bell coming to the plate. Bell is 1 for 2 on the day. She does have an RBI single in her first at bat, popped up in foul territory and was retired by Albertson. So that pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Bell. She's been solid at third base here in game 2. That pitch outside, 2-0 now. The count here to Bell. 2 balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. And that one just missing high. 3-0 now is the count. So waiting the 3-0 pitch here. Imagine the red light is on. It was, and that'll go for a strike. 3-1 now is the count here on Bell. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. This one right back, and it's off the foot of the pitcher, and that'll go for a infield single as Shaw just in self-defense mode there as that one bounced off her foot, and infield are going to come check on her, and she says she's all right.
Now batting number 13, Chrissy Edwards.
So now with 2 outs and a runner on first, this will be Edwards coming to the plate. Swings on the first one she sees, pops it up. Left fielder giving chase, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count here to Edwards, who's playing in right field. And she'll step out, and now will come in as the home plate umpire kind of walk down towards the first base side as well. 0-1 pitch. That one falls off the table a little early. 1-1 now is the count. There is a runner at first here for the Bulldogs. They lead it 4-2 here in the top of the 6th. 1-1 pitch. Hammered, and it's going to be down. The shortstop, throw across the ways, not in time. Infield single there by Edwards, as that was just hit to the gap. As it was a good throw by Beckley, just good speed over there. Got her by just a step on the play. And we're going to have a new batter coming to the plate here. This is going to be Gibson coming into bat in place of Page. So this is Caitlin Gibson.
Number 16, Caitlin Gibson. 16 for 14. Thank you.
So with 2 outs here, runners at first and second. Home plate umpire making sure he's got everyone squared away on who to check in, who's not. So he said 16 entering in place of Page. Runner at first and second here with 2 outs. Indians got 2 quick outs, but back-to-back singles by Bell and Edwards. Gets us in a situation here with Gibson. Gibson with her first at-bat, or first appearance of the day, I should say. Swings on that one, fouls it back for strike 1. Well, the Indians looking for an exit, trying to see if they can pull off a rally much like the first game of the day, where they scored 5 in the bottom of the 6th to pick up the 9-8 win in game 1. Bulldogs, however, would love to tack on a few more runs here. This one popped up, and the second baseman will squeeze it for the out, and the Indians get out of a small jam there, as no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We'll head to the home half of the 6th, where it'll be Smith, Tyree, and Shaw scheduled up. But before we do that, We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
And welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the 3-4-5 batters due up here for ICC: Smith, Tyree, and Shaw. Smith is 0 for 2 on the day. Swings at the first pitch he sees and says, "Gore, there's my hit." Wasted little time jumping on that one. And so a leadoff single there, and now this will bring Tyree to the plate. Looks like we may have a runner coming in this situation. We'll see who they send in here for ICC as Tyree will come to the plate. And that's going to be Martin. So Martin will come in to run in this situation. Getting a little bit more speed on the bases there for the Indians. So this is going to be Tyree, the DP, coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2, but does have an RBI to her credit this afternoon. Swings at the first pitch she sees. This one's going to be fouled off for strike one. So 0-1 is the count here on Tyree. No outs, a runner at first. That's Martin. So that pitch missing outside for a ball. Martin running in place of the catcher. And this one hit hard, but the center fielder is going to be able to run up and make a play on it for out number one. Well, it sounded good off the bat, but it kind of died once it got in the air.
Now batting number 11.
And so now with one out in the inning, this will bring up Shaw. Shaw is 1 for 3 on the day. Does have an RBI single. Grounded out 5-3 in her previous at-bat. Had that big double in a pinch hit situation. That's going to get through for a base hit. As ball didn't get to the gap, so the runner will stay at second. But now ICC with the tying run on base. And this is going to be Haley Alberson coming to the plate. One out, runners on first and second here. Indians trail this one 4-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Alberson at the plate. Looks at that first pitch, missing low for a ball. Alberson 0 for 2 on the day, a pair of flyouts to center field. Both of them hit well just to the deepest parking of the ballpark. Grounder, shortstop. Going to get the force over at third, and that'll be a fielder's choice. 2 outs, though, now here in the inning. So with 2 outs now, this is going to bring up Hannah Grace Gillian. Gillian 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Going to have to see if she can come up with a clutch 2-out hit here to extend the inning. Bulldogs trying to get out of this inning with no damage done to preserve their 2-run lead. That ball gets away, and the runners will advance. That pitch goes for a ball. Well, now the tying run is in scoring position here for the Indians. See if the Indians still looking for a clutch 2-out hit here. 1-0 is the count here to Hannah Grace Gillian. Gillian looks at that one, ball in the dirt, but that time blocked up nicely by Kennard. 2-0 now is the count. Tying run is at second. That's all you're worried about right now for the Bulldogs. That run at third really doesn't matter, although it does put you a run closer in the game, but it won't win it. 2-0 pitch. Hit up the middle. Shortstop finds it, throws over, and will make the out. And the Indians once again threat, but can't get anything going there. We'll head to the seventh. Bulldogs lead at 4-2. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okalona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Number 4, Michaela Crowley.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. Crowley, Phillips, and Jones scheduled up here for the Bulldogs. They lead at 4-2, trying to earn a split with the Indians here after dropping the first game of the day 9-8. Shaw trying to go the distance here for the Indians. That pitch clips the corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count here on Crowley. She had a triple, and her last at bat was erased on a fielder's choice. So 0-1 is the count. Shows bunt, lays it down. It's a beauty. She's there. And that'll be her second hit of the day. One of those that if you don't make an instant effort on that, but the good thing about that ball was it did have a little bit of backspin on it as well. That it gave her that second that she needed to get down the line and get on base. And so now this will be top of the lineup in Phillips here. Shows bunt, and that's only going to be one play, and it's to first, and it's in time on the sacrifice bunt. As easily advancing to second that time was Crowley. And now there's one out in the inning, and this will be Jones coming to the plate. She homered back in the third inning. And now has a runner at second here with one out. This is that first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Jones, the DP. There is one out and a runner on second here for the Bulldogs. They lead 4-2. This one popped up and will get out of play and will hit in the stands and got a little close to a fan out there. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at second here for the Bulldogs. They're leading at 4-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. Jones at the plate, Shaw in the circle. 0-2 pitch coming. Popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And we'll stay at 0-2. Well, good pitch location, but a nice job by Jones to reach out and foul that one off, because we said that home plate umpire, he's got a little bit of extended area off the plate for both teams today with that strike zone. And Jones knew it, found a piece of it, and keeps the at-bat alive at 0-2. Shaw's pitch. Hammered, and it's going to be stopped by the shortstop, and she's just going to hang on to it. Smart play, as that'll be an infield single by Jones. If she makes the throw across, then it's easily going to allow Crowley, to advance to third. So instead wants to keep the runner there at second.
Now batting number 5, Leah Kennard.
And that does still leave the door open for a double play opportunity here that would get the Indians out of the inning, as this is Kennard coming to the plate. So with one out, runners on first and second. Kennard takes that first pitch across for a strike. 4-2 is your score. We're in the top of the 7th inning in Game 2. The Bulldogs trying to earn a split with the Indians. This one hit hard, and it's going to get through, and they're going to ask the run to score from second. The throw home is not going to be in time, and the runner will advance from first to third. And that'll go for an RBI single as Kennard wisely heads to second on the throw. Well, just a clutch hit there off the bat of Kennard. And the Bulldogs go up 5-2 as they pick up a very important insurance run there to go up by 3.
Now batting number 25, Iris Farr.
And now this is going to be Iris Farr coming to the plate. This is trouble. She had an RBI double down the line in her first at bat. She did drive in 2 runs on that at bat. And so she will dig in here with 1 out. Runners on second and third. Pitch outside and away for a ball. 1-0 is the count. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third here for the Bulldogs. They lead it 5-2, trying to add on some insurance runs here in the top of the 7th. Shaw getting set to deliver. This pitch popped up. Center fielder will come up and make the play. It should be deep enough to score the run. It will. And they'll just throw it to the cutoff man. And a nice at bat there by Favre. She gets the sacrifice fly and the RBI. And it's now a 4-run game. So that run is big, because even if ICC loads the bases and does hit a grand slam, they can't walk it off in that sense. They can only tie it up in that worst case scenario there for the Bulldogs. So now with 2 outs in the inning, this is going to be Knight coming to the plate. So that first pitch inside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count here to Knight. This pitch popped up. It's going to get out of play, and 0-2 will go the count now here to Knight. Well, the biggest difference in this game right now has been the lack of errors by the Bulldogs. 4 of them in the first game, all of them eventually leading to runs. And they have not allowed the Indians to capitalize those here in Game 2. Grounder up the middle, and that's going to score another one. Timely hitting for the Bulldogs. And now they go up 7-2. Again, we saw the Bulldogs in Game 1 just put them where they ain't. Just sneaking them through some CNI singles, and got another one of them there.
Now batting number 7, Mirabelle.
11th hit of the afternoon here for the Bulldogs. Like we might have a change coming up here. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tribe!
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents, not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
piece of cake,
a noted cheese connoisseur,
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as is Haley Albertson into pitch now, as Shaw will move to third, where Haley was playing before that. There is 2 outs in the inning here. And that pitch missing inside for a ball. This is Bell at the plate. She's been a tough out today for the Indians, as she is 2 for 3 with an RBI. And there's going to be a hit to the outfield, and they're going to get this one rallied into second. And again, we talked about her being a tough out. Well, that's her 3rd hit of the day. And now this will bring Edwards to the plate.
Now batting number 13, Chrissy Edwards.
And so Edwards will dig in with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Bulldogs have done a great job today coming up with some clutch hits, and they're doing it again here in the top of the 7th as they've pushed across 3 to lead 7-2. And that one's going to be the first baseman. Will step on the bag, and that will end the inning, but not before the damage was done. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Well, the Indians got a little bit of magic. Do they have some left in them? We'll find out when we come back right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy.
And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back as Bailey Ware starting us off here. Takes that first pitch on the corner for a strike. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up. Ware, Beckley, and Thompson as Kelly looking to go the distance here. We'll get that one soft, toss it under for the out. Tough play there, but for the 3rd time today, Ware's been retired 1-3 on the putout. Now there's 1 out.
Number 13, Allie Beckley.
Well, right now for the Indians, you got to have base runners on. You trail this one 7-2, so get on any way possible here. As Beckley singled her last time up, she's 1 for 2 on the day. She's also grounded out to short. Swings the first one and fouls it back for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count here to Beckley. Swings on this one. Pitcher finds it, and she's going to toss it over. 1-3 for out number 2. Nice job there by Kelly. Back-to-back plays defending her position. And now with 2 outs in the inning, we go to the top of the lineup. And this is going to be Sarah Kate Thompson coming to the plate here. Last hope for the Indians. So with 2 outs, that first pitch in there for a strike. So 0-1 is the count. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Thompson. 7-2 is your score. Bulldogs with the lead. They put 3 on the board in the top of the 7th. As Thompson pops this one up, center fielder will camp underneath it, and that'll do it. Bulldogs rally to get a 7-2 win here in the nightcap to earn the split with the Indians. We'll take a break and come back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're here at the Renaissance Bank postgame report. Holmes gets the split with the Indians here with the 7-2 win and the nightcap as Holmes improves to 12-10 overall, gets that first conference win of the season. They're 1-3. ICC slips to 5-6 and 2-2 inside conference play. Let's take a look at some final stats here as we go back and look at some of the top plays here from Game 2. For ICC, the final line looks like this. 7 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Holmes. And then for ICC, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Indians. For the Bulldogs, it was Jones with 2 hits, including a single and a double. Kennard had 2 hits, a pair of singles. She had an RBI and a run scored. Favre had 3 RBIs on the day. She had a 2-run double, and she also added a sacrifice fly. And then Knight had a single. Bell had a big day today. She had 3 singles on the day. Edwards added a single. And then Crowley, she had a big day as well. She had a triple and a single with a run scored. For the Indians, Thompson was 2 for 4 on the day. She had a pair of singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. She was caught trying to steal to end the second. Day Jones, she had a single, stolen base, and a run scored. Smith, she had a single. Then you had Shaw. She was 2 for 3 on the day with a pair of singles and an RBI. And then Gillian, she had a single. Beckley had a single as well. Your pitcher of record for the Indians, Shaw, she moves to 4-3 on the year. Kelly improves to 5-5. So that is your stats for the afternoon. We do want to remind you tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, ICC will be back in action here in Fulton as they'll play host to Gulf Coast. So you want to come out and support the Indians in that game as well. So your final scores here from Fulton. ICC rallies to win the first game 9-8, but fails to rally in the second as they fall 7-2. We'll see you back here tomorrow just before that 3 o'clock First American National Bank opening pitch. See you next time here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.